Hey, what's up guys, this is Hamid from Focal Helps After Effects tutorial. Welcome to my brand new After Effects tutorial. Today we are creating this exciting tutorial, so let's see what we will create today. So let's start. First we create a new composition, new composition, and rename it main comp 1920 1080 30 frames and make duration 5 seconds, then okay. And again create a new composition and rename it media and then okay. So let's import your image. So in this case I am using this image, so I have given link in description. Go to the link and download the project file if you want. Hit S for scale and change scale according to your image and set it and close it. Go to the main comp and select media file and drag into main comp. Go to the effects and preset window and search for tint. Now select this effect and apply on media and change the amount of tint 50%, and again go to the effects and preset window and search for directional blur. Select this effect and apply on media and change the direction 60% and blur length set it 30, and again go to the effects and preset window and search for curves and select this effect and apply on this picture. Go to the channels and select blue channel and make this graph look like. Now I am going to create scale animation. Select media file and hit S and hold shift button and press R for rotation and go to the end of this animation and add a scale keyframe and this set it value 105 and add rotation keyframe and go to the very beginning of this animation and change the value of scale 125% and rotation set it -5. Now close this layer and right click on that and rename it media 1. Hit OK and now I am going to create shape animation. So select this rectangle tool, set the fill to solid color, set this color pure white and hit OK and turn off this stroke. And let's create shape and drag it like this. Select shape layer and select this pen behind tool and set this anchor point in the center of this rectangle shape like this, and open rectangle 1, rectangle path 1 and unlink this XY values. Change the X value, set it 300 and change the Y value, set it 1000, and now go to this transform rectangle 1 and change the position and set it value -500 and set it 0 and skew set it 25. Now close transform rectangle 1. Now I am going to animate the size, so go to 3 seconds and select pen behind tool and change the anchor position, set it center, select this arrow key and add size keyframe. Now go to very beginning of this animation and change the size value 0 and select these keyframes right click keyframe assistance, easy ease. Now go to the graph editor and edit speed graph, select this point and hold this handle, also hold this handle, look like this, and create smooth and nice graph, and close this graph editor and let's check it. Go to very beginning of this animation and you can see we get this type of animation. Amazing. Now close rectangle 1, select rectangle 1, hit Ctrl C for 4 different copies and select shape layer 1, hit Ctrl V and again select shape layer 1 and hit Ctrl V, again shape layer 1 and hit Ctrl V. As you can see we have 4 different copies. Select rectangle 2 and open this arrow, select rectangle path 1 and go to the end of this animation and just change the position, set it value 310 and change the value 90 and close rectangle 2 and select rectangle 1 and change the position, set it -90 and control rectangle path 1 and do the same thing for rectangle 3 and rectangle 4. Select rectangle path 1, change the position, set it value 620 and change the value -90 and close rectangle 3 and open rectangle 4, rectangle path 1 and change the position 930 and set it 90 and close shape layer 1 and go to very beginning of this animation and let's play this and media 1, select Ctrl D for duplicate and delete the directional blur and change the amount of tint 100 and change the graph look like this and now check it and now click on this toggle switch button and change the track matte. If you can't see this track matte option, right click columns and on this option go to track matte, alpha matte and go to very beginning of this animation and check it. So select shape layer 1 and hit Ctrl D for duplicate and on this visibility go to effects and preset window and search for drop shadow, select this effect and apply on shape layer and make some changes. Opacity set it 25%, distance set it 15% and softness 100% and select shape layer 2 and place it below media 2 and check it, we can get this type of effect. Select these 2 layers and hit Ctrl D for duplicate and select media 3 and delete tint effect. Now let's create a time gap between these layers. Select these 2 layers and move to half second and drag it like this and select shape layer 2 and rename it shadow and go to very beginning of this animation and we can get this type of effect. Let's play. Nice, amazing. Now select media 2 and press U for active keyframes. Go to the end of this animation and change the scale value 110 and go to the very beginning of this animation and change the scale value 130 and now we get this type of scattering effect. Let's highlight the edges of shadow. Select shadow layer, hit Ctrl D for duplicate and select rename it stroke and select now we select the stock layer and just drag over on the shape layer 3 and go to rectangle and change the color of rectangle pure black. OK, and delete the drop shadow effect and go to the effects and preset windows and search for bevel alpha. Select this effect and apply on stock and change the light intensity 0.60 and we get this type of edges. Now make this black portion to transparent. Go to modes and change the blending mode to screen and we get this type of edges. You can see this is amazing. And now I am going to create text. Go to very beginning of this animation and let's play. Awesome. So go to the text, let's type whatever you want to type. Now type, select change font and change the size. Now change the space auto, select the lower upper line and change the font style freestyle and resize. Select these two layers, select the bottom layer and make some space like this and change the position. Select the text layer and hit S for scale and change the scale little bit and arrange it. Now select text layer and press R for rotation. Go to the end of this animation and add rotation keyframe and go to the very beginning of this animation and set it value -5 and close it. Now open this arrow, close transform, go to animate and select opacity. Select and change the opacity value to 0%. Open a rectangle sector 1 and go to 2 seconds and add the opacity 100% and add a keyframe start. Go to the very beginning of this animation and set it value to 0%. Open advanced and turn on randomized option. Close advanced and select these two keyframes and press F9 and now create a new solid layer and rename it light. Change the color, make it black, hit OK. OK. Go to effects and preset window and search for fractal noise and select this effect and apply on light and make some changes. Brightness -50 and complexity 2. Now go to transform, scale, and change scale 1200 and go to very beginning of this animation and hold Alt button and press on evaluation and add expression time multiply 200 and now click anywhere, check it evaluation. Now close Fractal Noise and now go to effects and preset window and search for Hue Saturation. Select this effect and apply on Fractal Noise and turn on colorize. Colorize hue, set it value 330. Colorize saturations 100% and close it and click on toggle switches and change mode to screen and we can get this type of effect. Now go to project and import our particle video, file, import and select the particle layer and import. Now select the particle layer and drag into timeline and change the blending mode to screen and we get this type of effect. Let's play. And we can get this type of animation. Now create a new composition and rename it final and OK and select main comp and drag into final composition and select pen behind tool and change the anchor point position. Go to scale and fit and again change the anchor point position in the corner and go to the 1 second and press R for rotation. Add rotation keyframe and go to very beginning of this animation and change the value, set it -90 degree and go to 4 second. Again add keyframe and go to the end of this animation and set it value 90 degree. Select all the keyframes and press F9 for easy ease. Go to graph editor and select this point and drag it look like this and again drag it like this. Now close the graph editor and we get this type of animation. Amazing. Now select main comp and go to the effects and preset window and search for motion tile and select this effect and apply on main comp and change the height, width 500 and height 500 and turn on this mirror edges and now create new adjustment layer and rename it blur and now go to the effects and preset window and search for directional blur click on this effect and apply on blur, and go to the 1 second and add blur length keyframe, and now go to the very beginning of this animation and change the value 100% and select blur layer and press U for active keyframes, and now go to the 4 second and again add keyframe, and now go to the end of this animation and change the blur length 100% and select these keyframes and press F9 for easy ease. Go to the graph editor and select this point and change the position like this, and also select this point and drag it like this. Now close the graph editor and close blur, close main. Our animation is complete, and let's have a look. I hope you like it. If you like it, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notification of my new upload videos.